You have probably seen around that viral list comparing the best and the worst job markets in 2026. That is pure clickbait. I even made a YouTube short about it, and some of you commented they would like to hear more about a proper list. So instead of looking at a hyper-financialized Switzerland compared directly with a country such as South Africa facing multiple energy crises repeatedly, we are looking at the true mathematical calculation behind labor and job demand. Looking at governmental benefits, looking at fiscal potential, as well as cost of living. Let's get to it. Hello, fellow wealth seekers! We start with the fallen idols, countries that are repeatedly glorified despite ignoring the structural traps behind it. Australia, Canada, the UK, an 80,000 euro salary there or equivalent is leaving you with less purchase power than 50k in Warsaw, simply due to the sheer amount you pay in rents and utilities. Income without real purchase power is just a treadmill. It's basically paper money. Let's instead look at the real winners. Countries that not only make up their fame out of labor shortage and populous demand, but coupled with tax, jurisdiction, arbitrage, and geographical advantage. I'm thinking of the Netherlands and Poland. Now let's strip away the Amsterdam bubble for a second because rents and house prices are completely out of control there, but I'm thinking also of The Hague or Rotterdam, and in Poland, Warsaw or Krakow. The first, Netherlands, allows you 30% tax-free money in case you are belonging to some specific high-demand job families, such as engineering or IT. In Poland, the nearshoring capital of Europe, we are looking at very high demand for finance and corporate service jobs and a very strong engagement from the government to give you a B2B contract, for example, with lower taxation and attract even more talent in there. Finally, looking at the real worst job markets, the list does something right here by placing Greece, Spain and Italy at the bottom of the list, but they fail to explain why and differentiate between locals and expats. These countries, for young locals that are trying to enter the job market, make it very hard with high corporate contribution taxes from employers and low real wages that have frankly stagnated for 2 decades. If you try to enter with 25,000 the job market, you're basically handicapped in here. What instead could be done to win is bringing a North European wealth or salary into the South European reality with digital nomad visas or B2B contracts. In this case, you can clearly make up a living with a very convenient cost of living in general. In essence, I invite you to stop looking at lists that compare different realities just for clickbait. Look at the real formula behind all of this, which basically looks at the demand of your specific skill in a country, the cost of living that will be eaten up of your income, and the incentive that the government puts in place to attract you there. The only thing that matters behind this mathematical formula is your personal wealth margin. Do you feel like living there with those means? Is it paying towards that wealth goal you have? Are you coupling this with disciplined budgeting rules? Only you can answer this. Or perhaps my video down below about budgeting rules. I hope this was helpful. Until the next session, European Wealth Lab out.